Hello there, welcome in to the latest edition of the SAU Men's and Women's Track and Field Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head men's and women's track and field coach Tim Servis. And Coach, we're here at this coaches show coming off the heels of both your men's and women's teams, their first full track and field event earlier on this spring. You went to UCA, participated in relay-only events there, just a couple of field events mixed in there, but really your first opportunity this year in competition against other people, other teams, to see kind of what your team's got. You went in the Oklahoma Baptist Invitational. Both your men's and women's teams were well represented amongst the leaderboards. The men's team finished second overall behind Oklahoma Baptist. Women finished fourth overall. The only Great American Conference team above them was Oklahoma Baptist. So talk about this first full meet, kind of what you saw and what came out of it.
Well, I saw a lot of good things. I was very impressed with our athletes. They definitely exceeded my expectations. We had two very strong showings, so I just couldn't tell you how proud I am of these men and women. We had beaten all the teams in our conference that were there that will qualify for the Great American Conference Championship, so that was exciting. The only team that we have not seen is Harding now. Now, Oklahoma Baptist, they were very strong but very developed, and they are still a provisional qualifier, so they won't qualify for the Great American Conference Championship. So it was nice to see us stack up against them, and it kind of gives us an indication of where we need to be in the future years when they do qualify. But as far as right now, we did better than those other teams, so that just really raised our confidence. Now, we had some excellent individual performances. Krantz Higgins for the men, he ran a great 100 meter. First 100 meter he ran this season, he ran 10.7, which is almost a provisional qualifier for the national meet. But what really impressed me was his long jump. He jumped 23.11, his first long jump of the season, and that is a provisional qualifier for nationals, and so chances are he's probably going to go to nationals in the long jump. But what's even better is that he ran an excellent time for the 200 meter. He ran a 21.31, I believe, and anyway, that is a provisional qualifying time, and also the fifth best time in the nation, which is outstanding because that's the first time he ran the 200 this season. So it just blew my mind how talented Krantz is and how talented a lot of the other athletes are. Xavier Cooper also ran the 200. He ran a 22.01, which is not a provisional qualifying time, but it was good for the 30th best time in the nation yet. So we have some really talented athletes on the guys' side, and also the girls' side. Our sophomore and team captain, Kenesha Bryant, she won the 400 meter, and she had an outstanding time, and she's getting so much better, and it is possible that she could possibly win the conference championship if she continues to improve like she has. So overall, we had just some amazing performances amongst our men and women, and we're really looking forward to going into Harding this weekend and seeing the only team that we have not competed against.
You mentioned at the Oklahoma Baptist Invitational, pretty much everybody within the Great American Conference, including a couple of associate members, were at that meeting, so you were kind of able to gauge and maybe project a little bit for the upcoming Great American Conference Championships, the inaugural track championships. Again, you mentioned the only team you haven't seen or competed against yet is Harding, but you get a shot at them this upcoming weekend, the Harding Open. There's going to be other teams aside from Harding and ourselves, but in terms of scoring, you and Harding have decided to do it as a dual scoring event there. So really, in essence, even though there's going to be other athletes, other teams at this event, you and Harding, your teams and Harding are going to be squaring up head to head. What's the thought process behind that?
Well, Harding was ranked men and women preseason polls #1 teams. So we really wanted to see how we stacked up against Harding, just head to head, and also it's so important because they are the only team that we haven't seen that will be competing for the championship. So this will give us a good indication of our strength compared to theirs. And if we do come out of this with a couple wins, it will be a tremendous confidence booster for us.
And looking ahead also too, with the weather starting to warm up, there's a lot more activity out at what will be the new track facility, getting ready to lay down the new track surface. How awesome is it to see all that activity, all the improvement that is going on now that the weather has cooperated, knowing that in the coming years you're going to be able to host a Southern Arkansas Open and bring teams here?
Yeah, that is so exciting. 2018, we will host the Great American Conference Championship at our facility. The facility is coming along nicely. I'm so proud of all the work and time that this community has put in to give us a nice facility to work out on, and I know that it'll be really beneficial for the students. Without a facility, it's a little bit more difficult to have a top-notch program, and so having this facility and being that it's so new and we've put in over $1 million into it, I think it'll help me with recruiting and bringing in top-notch prospects, and also it'll be very convenient, being that we will have our own facility and we won't be borrowing Magnolia High School facility. So it'll just work out all around. But it's been a nice year, and I'm really thankful for what Magnolia High School has done for us, because if they haven't opened up their facilities for us, we wouldn't have been able to practice, or we wouldn't have been able to practice in most events. So it's now that I'm looking at it, they've really helped our season progress at this point and helped our athletes out. And so I'm really happy with everything that this community has done for us this year.
We're looking forward to the continued progress and eventual completion of that track facility and being able to host some home events in the years to come. And also, again, this head men's and women's track and field track and field head coach Tim Servis also coaches cross country. That's where I got a little confused as well. He and his men and women's teams will be going to Harding to take part in the Harding Invitational. It'll be a dual match between Harding and Southern Arkansas, so hopefully we can come away with a couple of wins against the Bisons and Lady Bisons this weekend in track and field action. Be sure to check millriderathletics.com for all your pre- and post-event coverage of that dual meet. Coach, we appreciate it and best of luck.
Well, thank you.